Let's make some fresh tomato paste that the color will be very, very red. I used 3 painters of tomatoes to make this. I love making tomato paste a lot. I make them and I store them in my freezers. I could make tomato paste that can stay over a year. Most times I'll be able to make with up to 3 big upload of tomato baskets. But this one, I just want to make it very little because I'm making a video of it. I used just 3 painters for this one. I diced all my tomatoes so well. After dicing it, I pressed it all together to bring out the water that will help it boil. And the goal here is to allow it boil and separate it from the water immediately so that you wouldn't waste all your gas boiling your tomato to get dry. You see the one I'm heating it now. I've put it on the fire, is boiling and the water is still clear. It's not that red. So I will put it in my sieve to separate the water from the tomato. You see, I've poured it into my sieve, separated the water. After separating the water, I equally pressed it very well to make sure the water comes out so fine. I removed the water very, very well. Pressed it. See what I'm doing here? I'm letting it sieve out very properly. Then I'm pressing it. Pressed it so well so that the water would go off. After pressing it, I would return my pot back to the fire to continue with the boiling process. And at this very stage, make sure you always stir it when it boils. It wouldn't take much time again. Then I introduce my beetroot. I'm adding beetroot to color it, to make the color to be very, very red. I only used 2 big beetroot for these 3 painters of tomatoes. I washed my beetroot, cut it, diced it, and poured it back into the tomato as it's boiling. I allowed it boil for like 10 minutes more before I'll bring out my blender. You see, I'm putting it into my blender for blending. So I didn't make it to be very fine. No, I just blended it because I don't like my paste to be very smooth. You see how it came out very red. See the last part? Came out so red and very fine. See now, see my tomato paste now. Can you beat that? So fine. You know what you can use this to make? Then you put it inside your freezer and store it there. You would enjoy this recipe.